Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to another Minecraft mod showcase. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. As you can see, we look like we're about headed to school or something, which is very appropriate, because today we're going to be taking a look at that lovely thing right there on our back, which is, of course, a backpack. So it's a very, very handy mod, a very useful mod indeed. It's got a lot of variations, so we'll take a look at all those in just a moment. But of course, guys, if you enjoy the mod, definitely don't forget to smash that like button, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well. And I gotta tell you guys were absolutely fantastic with the last mod showcase. Thank you guys so very, very much for your support. So, without further ado, let's get rocking and let's get rolling with today's mod showcase. So, there are two main variations of the actual backpack here, and they basically consist of a backpack and then, a backpack and then the bigger variation, which is the big backpack. Now, there are some other variations like the Ender backpack and things like that, which we will take a look at in just a moment, but these are kind of the two really main ones that we have. So let's go ahead and start with the regular backpack. We're going to go ahead and grab all the leather that we need for that, and obviously it's not an easy thing to assemble because you do need lots of leather, but if you come across cows and such, obviously that could be something that you could do quite easily. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and assemble this. By the way, there will be a link for the mod in the description box below, and it does require Forge 1.6.2. So you'll notice that now we have a backpack in our hands. Now, if I right click right now, that will open up our backpack. As you can see, there it is. It's extra inventory, extra 27 slots available, so you can store an extra 27 items. If you're like me, you are constantly running out of space in your inventory. I'm not very good at inventory management, so this is a very, very useful mod for me personally, and I'm sure that there are other people like me who just fill up their inventory because you're constantly collecting stuff, and then you end up being in that position where you find something really cool and you're like, what do I get rid of? What do I get rid of? And this is exactly the same type of situation. So what you want to do, though, is if you don't want to be carrying your backpack like this, because then technically speaking, it's still taking up a slot in your inventory, even though it is useful to even carry it like this in your hand. But what you can do is you can actually, as you can see right here, put it on your back. So we're going to go ahead and remove the one we currently have, and then we will put this one on. And now, as you can see, there we go. So that is pretty gosh darn cool that you can actually wear it on your character. And the other cool element about it is, for example, in this black backpack, I have stored our chest plate. So if we put that into our little inventory bar and we click that, bam! There it is. So you can fill this thing up with items. For example, let's go ahead and grab this sand block, right? And then we're going to go ahead and do this, right? And then we can wear the backpack. And actually, I've never actually tried this. I wonder if that works. Can you put a backpack in the backpack? No, you can't. That would be backpackception. But nonetheless, it's pretty cool that you can actually, obviously, as I said, carry the backpack, wear it, for example, right? And then once you need those items, you go ahead and open it up, put it in your hand, click it, and there you go. You've got all the stuff that you've got stored in there, which is very, very, very handy indeed. The other cool thing about the backpack is you might be worried about the fact that, well, if I'm wearing a backpack, I'm not wearing a chest plate. And that's very true. So maybe you do want to just carry it here so that you're not wasting your chest plate. But the good thing about the backpack is that actually, if you go ahead and put it on, it does still provide you with the same kind of armor that leather would. So in that way, it's pretty decent. It still does obviously some armor. It's not as great as obviously a diamond chest plate or a gold chest plate or a chain chest plate, but at least it does offer some type of defense as well. So that is really, 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 really handy in that sense. So now that we are done with that basic backpack, you'll notice, of course, I was carrying a black backpack. We'll get to that in just a split second. But for now, let's carry on to the next backpack, which is, of course, the big backpack. Now, in order to make this big backpack, we're actually going to need to adjust the leather that we're using. We're actually going to need to make some tanned leather, which is a little bit of a process. It's definitely not a particularly easy thing to assemble. And within the regular world, kind of like within a regular vanilla Minecraft, well, I guess it wouldn't be vanilla if you're using this mod, but still, basically, it would be a little bit difficult because what you have to do is you have to make some bound leather first. So in order to create bound leather, as you can see, what you're going to need is you're going to need string, and then you're going to need leather. So we're going to go ahead and take all the string that we need right here, 7 pieces of string, and then also 2 pieces of leather. And all you do is you put the leather aside, and then surround it by string like so, and you get some bound leather, which is a little bit stronger, a little bit more useful. Now, once you've acquired the bound leather, you need to turn it into tanned leather. And in order to do that, what you're going to need to do is grab your bound leather, right? Then you've got a furnace, which we do have over there. Obviously, coal or charcoal, doesn't matter. One of those works just as fine. And you're going to go ahead and cook the tanned leather. And once you do that, you just wait for it. You're actually going to need 8 pieces of this, so you're going to wait for a little while. So as you can see, I mean, it wouldn't be very easy to get it because 7 string is not easy to come by, and you're going to need to come across quite a few of it in order to actually get enough tanned leather. So once you have the tanned leather, you're going to go ahead and grab, we're just going to speed this up, so I'm going to go ahead and grab all the tanned leather that I've got prepared over here, and then it's the exact same process as making the regular backpack. So you're just going to go ahead and position these like so, and bam, you've got yourself the big backpack. Now the big backpack is crazy useful because it's got 57 slots, so you can fill this thing up all day with a whole bunch of goodies. And the cool thing is, just like the regular backpack, you can go ahead and wear it. Unfortunately, the big backpack doesn't offer more armor. That's one thing that I wish it would have done, is that it would have been a little bit more armor, like maybe at the level of a chain plate or something, or chain chest plate, I should say, or something like that. That would have been kind of handy. That would have been maybe a cool little adjustment that they could make in the future, maybe. Again, they haven't made a new mod for this, so I doubt they're going to adjust that. But who knows? I mean, you never know. If a mod gets popular enough, maybe they'll make some adjustments to it. Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. I just had to have a little bit of water there. Alright, so as I was saying, the big backpack is very, very handy. It works in the same way as the regular backpack, so very, very useful, obviously. And again, 57 additional slots allows you for way more variety. You really don't have to be worried about the fact that, you know, you have to be running around and constantly picking and choosing what you want to pick up, how much of it you want to pick up and such. So I really love that element. Now, that is not all, because what we can do with the regular 2 backpacks, both the regular backpack and the big backpack, is convert it into many different colors. So, for example, right here, you will notice we've got all the different variations of color. I think I'm missing one on the big backpack here, but as you can see, there's tons and tons of variety. You can use any of these types of things like the dye or the rose red or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the rose red to show you how to create a red backpack real quick. But as you can see, there's tons of variety. The unfortunate thing is that even if I do wear, let's say we take the blue one, right, and we go ahead and put it on, unfortunately, it won't look blue on our back. I wish that that was something that was there. It's still going to look like the leather bound type backpack. So that would have been kind of a cool little adjustment, but at least you know that you can somewhat customize your backpack to your choosing. So in order to create the colored backpacks, it's the exact same process for both the big backpack and the small pack. So I'm just going to show you with the big backpack. All you do is you go ahead and set up just like a regular pack, and then you just place the color of your choice in the middle, and bam, that colors it. So right there, we've got a big red backpack, which sounds like some sort of a cool kid's story or something, doesn't it? I've got the big red backpack or something. I don't know. But that is definitely cool. I love the fact that there's a variety of colors. I would have loved if they would have changed on your back. That would have really been an excellent addition. But unfortunately, that is not the case. However, that is still not all, because we can still create some more intriguing things, because what we can do is create a workbench pack. So if you're like me, and oftentimes you carry a workbench, or sorry, a crafting bench with you all the time, you would, you know, you do that thing where you set it down and then you create what you need and then chop it up and then you run along. Well, now you can speed that process up and you can enjoy a much quicker crafting experience. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you the 2 different variations. So we can do a regular, basically, what was it called? Workbench pack, or a big workbench pack. So we're going to go ahead and set up the first one. So let me just go ahead and collect this. Why is my mouse misclicking? This is weird. Okay, so I'm going to grab both of these. And the way that this is set up is very simply, again, this is what I love about this, is that the recipes are very, very simple and easy to remember, which is lovely. So we're going to go ahead and craft the regular bench. And then we're going to craft the big workbench as well. So we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing right there. So what is the difference between these two? If we click the regular workbench right here, you'll see it's just basically carrying a crafting table with you, which is, again, very handy because you could obviously take advantage of stuff, build stuff as you go along, which is really, really cool on the go. So it allows you to do crafting on the go in a much quicker and simplified manner. Once again, you can go ahead and wear it just like any of the other backpacks that I've shown you, so that is quite lovely indeed. But in my opinion, where this particular thing shines is actually in the big workbench backpack, because not only do you get a crafting table, but you still get 18 additional slots, which is so cool. So you get extra inventory plus a crafting table. How cool is that? I mean, that is just so handy, so useful, and I absolutely love this. This is definitely one of those things that is very, 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 very useful and could definitely come in handy at any point in time. And I absolutely adore this one right here. I think that this is my favorite one because it balances things of giving you a really useful tool while also at the same time giving you additional inventory. Very, very cool indeed. So, as if all that wasn't enough, there is still one more cool backpack to go, and that is the Ender backpack. You might have noticed that I placed, obviously, a little chest back here. That is for the experimentation here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab the Ender backpack recipe. So as you can see, we are just going to use leather. There is actually no big Ender backpack, so it's only available in this scale, unfortunately. But we're going to go over here, exactly the same type of recipe again, leather all around, the Ender in the middle, and there you go. You've got your Ender backpack fully assembled. So this thing right here, as you can see, has got some pretty cool things, but as you saw right there, it's got pink dye in it right away. So how cool is this? Basically, let's say we're walking around, right, and you come across... Let's say that this is 64 pieces of sand, right? And you tell yourself, I don't really want to carry it. But at home, you had set up an Ender chest back at home, which obviously wouldn't be easy. I mean, I know that Ender chests are not easy to assemble, but if you have, that would be really cool that obviously you could have it set up at home, and then all you do is you go ahead and open up your backpack, like so. You go ahead and place the sand, place the pink dye in there, and let's say you place the tan leather there, and then you just go on your merry way. Then when you come back home, boom, look at this. It is back at home at your Ender chest. So how cool is that? You've got a mobile Ender chest on your back at all times. And of course, just like last time, you can go ahead and place that on your back. And unfortunately, again, it will always look like that, which again is a bit of a downfall. I wish that they all looked different, at least in colors and stuff. That would have been very, very handy, but still a very, very, very useful mod. At least for me personally, I definitely saw a lot of functionality to this mod. It's definitely not as cool of a mod, you know, some mods like more swords or mobs or anything like that, but this is just one of those mods that will really help you in the process of playing. It will help you kind of take away some of those limitations that you have to deal with when you're playing Minecraft, and some of those things that are sometimes frustrating when you're like, oh, I'm running out of inventory and things like that, or I have to constantly worry about a crafting table, got to break it up, collect it. So it will really kind of speed up the process of the game, and I absolutely love that about this mod. So with all that being said, there you guys have it. That is the mod showcase for today. Of course I can talk. Oh, of course, if you guys enjoyed today's mod showcase, smash that like button, share the videos with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well, and of course, thank you guys so very much for watching. Thank you guys so very, 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 very much for the support on the last mod showcase. Seriously, it was mind-boggling how many of you guys enjoyed it. We hit 1,300 likes in like the span of, I think it was like 48 hours, which was insane. So I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying these, and of course, if you continue to enjoy these, I will definitely continue pumping them out for you guys. For now, I've got a goal basically set to do at least one mod showcase a week, and we'll see if they get even more popular. Then obviously I would consider doing a few a week. But I'm really enjoying this new delve into the world of mods. I think that it really shows you the diversity of the Minecraft game, and I am absolutely in love with all the cool mods that I have found recently. Stay tuned, there's a lot of cool mod showcases coming your way shortly, and of course, I will catch you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you later, alligators! Bye-bye, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.